Hey guys, Kevin here.
And Dani.
And here's our review of the halftime show for Super Bowl 50.
50.
All right, so they start off with a really cool opening package, in my opinion. They just kind of did the Pepsi thing. It was a great alternative to like a countdown, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I liked how they did like a 20-second thing at the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. A promo, and it went straight into the symbol, which was on the stage, made out of people using signs to hold up the Pepsi Cola symbol, which was very awesome.
Yeah, and they didn't get cheap on that either. They used a lot of great dancers, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah, people from the community, I assume.
Yeah. All right. So then Chris Martin comes on. He didn't start on the stage, which was a unique change. He started off like in the audience, and I admired the fact, like, I love Chris Martin's movement and everything, but he also commanded the stage. It's the first time I saw like an artist at a Super Bowl commanded, because he was getting everybody clapping. The choreography with the audience members was on point. Everybody was clapping at the same time, jumping. And then I love when Chris Martin was like, everybody get low, and everybody got low. Like, he really commanded it.
And it was a great job to the camera work, who followed him right up there, made it very smooth because it's all live.
Yeah.
And just, he did a great job of pumping up the audience. Simple movements like jumping in up, everyone involved really made it a great dynamic. And with all the colors and the flowers on the side between the bands, and everything was just really appealing to the eye.
Yeah, the visuals this year, they didn't rely on like neon things and like lights. They had like nice coloring because they still had daylight there.
What did you think about the floor lights that we could see from TV? I don't think you could see very well from the stadium, but
floor lights were a great addition. But there was all that like organic, pastel, flowery, earthy, different colors, and just great visuals.
Right.
It made it seem like they were getting away from the technology and like kind of going back to the basics.
Exactly.
Awesome.
And then moving on to Bruno Mars, who comes out in black and gold, which is a complete change from all those colors that really gave you a dynamic boost.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Set the tone.
Whoever did the costuming there, like you said, costed like all those colors to that. And then Bruno, I saw some new moves I've never seen before, and I thought he was getting a little stale. Like in his last performance, I was like, oh, he's doing that. I've seen that before. And then he came out with these new moves. I was like, nice work.
And then Miss Queen Bee herself comes out to battle him.
And again, she didn't come on the stage. I like she was on the field.
Right.
And they did a lot of it, and they used the whole field.
She was actually facing the center of the field as opposed to the audience, which I thought was a nice change.
Because as dancers, you always say, hey, you got to use the whole stage. And, you know, people really don't think you got this field. It's 100 yards long. But I felt like for the first time ever, they literally used the entire field.
Exactly.
So it was really cool.
I noticed that they did a small little tribute to previous Super Bowl halftimes.
Right.
And it looked like Beyonce was wearing a similar costume as Michael Jackson with the gold chains, cross.
Yeah, exactly.
With the black.
Cross. It was from the Dangerous tour.
Right. I thought that was pretty cool.
And right before that, when they did the throw-arounds, Beyonce came, and then they did her and the camera work. My goodness, that was so on point, because they went Beyonce, Bruno, like with his Uptown Funk, which is just freaking brilliant. And then you have the throwbacks with Chris Martin singing kind of the songs.
The whole black and white.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Came back, and then they all came out on stage. I wish Chris Martin would have learned to dance a little bit, like when Beyonce and Bruno were like doing
the back down low, like grooving.
He should have done
jumps here and there,
but he came back in the end, and overall, I thought like the whole thing wasn't like, normally you feel like it's a concert for whoever, like, you know what I mean? Like it's a concert. It was Beyonce's concert, Madonna's concert.
Right.
But this time it was like, it was really an honest, all-inclusive. It's about the Super Bowl experience, and it was like you didn't just want to watch it; you wanted to be there for the first time. So I thought it was the best one in years.
Out of the three, is there one in particular that just pops out to you?
I thought this was the best mix of everything, where everybody fed off each other. I thought like this is the best halftime show I've ever seen.
Well, there we go.
How about you?
I thought it was fantastic. I'm a Beyonce fan, and I definitely saw her get up in there, take that step forward to kind of take the lead at moments when the three of them were together. But overall, I think the dancing and the singing was just fantastic. And the camera work, great job, you guys.
Yeah. And if anybody, for my Facebook friends, they know, like, I'm pretty hard on performances, am I not?
Yeah.
I'm pretty hard, so, like, they blew me away. And I couldn't say enough good things about the camera work, all the performers, the whole thing, how it came together, the kids and the choreographer and everything. Like, hats off to you.
There we go. Well, please let us know what you think down below. And stay tuned. We'll be doing other reviews for the Grammys, which are coming up on...
Next Monday.
Next Monday, the 15th.
Yeah.
So, stay tuned for that.
All right.
Thank you. Enjoy the second half of the Super Bowl.